Okay, that's my Dendrobium moniliform. It's got a couple more buds to go, and it's actually got some black marks on those blooms, which is annoying. But you've got to bear in mind it's pretty high humidity in here. There's not a lot I can do about it. I'm watering plants, that evaporates into the atmosphere. You know, I've got my circulating fans, it's the best I can do. And those blooms are not long for going over anyway, they've been out a while. But why I wanted to show that plant's in a pot, and you can see that. This is the same plant, but it's mounted. And a lot of people have said, will I do another mounting video? And I said, well, at the moment I can't think of anything to do, but I can, because this needs remounting. It's not sat right on the mount, it just isn't. Strictly speaking, it ought to go in a pot, but I'm happy to keep it on a mount, but it's just coming into new growths now. And yeah, there's 2 new growths, and we have signs of new roots starting to grow. There's one deep down at the back there, pointing upwards. Yeah, there's another new root there with a nice green tip, and those new growths will start that active root growth. So that'll be the candidate. What I'll do is I'll unmount it so that I start off with a plant, you know, that's not mounted, and then it's just going back on the same mount, but it just needs to sit better. It needs to sit more upright. So I just need to remount it, but it'll just look like a normal mounting video. So I do have a candidate, so I'll do that one. And I'm going to do it slowly, carefully, tie the knots close into the camera and talk about it as I go, and then I can virtually guarantee I won't be doing any more. Quite honestly, they slow me right down trying to film a mount, because I'm always worried about what the camera can see. Am I in the way? Are my hands in the way? It's quite difficult to film them well. So I'll give it a go and concentrate, make sure I go over every little thing about, you know, why I think a plant ought to be mounted, the pros and the cons, because there are downsides to mounted orchids. If you're away all week, it's not a good idea. Anyway, so that's probably the one I'll do. It's a nice small tidy-ish plant, and it needs remounting anyway. So it's not, I need to leave it a little bit. I just need to let a few more roots come out first. So possibly a week, something like that, and then I'll get on with it. Yeah, I'll do that one. If I come across something else that I can do sooner, I'll do that one. But at the moment, that's the candidate. The only other candidate really is that yellow twinkle, which I do want to mount. But I'm not doing it while it's in full flood, because there's no need. Even though I don't like what it's potted in, it's okay. It's happy. It's blooming. And at the moment, there aren't really any signs of new growths because it's busy blooming at the moment. So unfortunately, that's one of those that probably doesn't push out new roots at the same time as it pushes out new growths. But I'll see what I can do. I am going to mount that. I just don't know when yet. And that's probably the one that I'll film. Okay, that's that bit.